Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this panel. This is Danny Wu, head of Alibaba Cloud Research Institute, and thanks for coming, our honored guests. As we know that currently digital transformation is mandatory for all the firms across the world. According to a global survey conducted by Forrester, we're asking about the firms, what about their key areas and focus in digital transformation. Data and analytics rank as the second important one. And when we ask what about their challenges during digital transformation, do you know what about the top challenge? That's the data issue. So generally, when they begin for the journey of digital transformation, normally they should begin with data and analytics. On the other hand, the data issue is a top challenge for digital transformation. So my questions will go to Neng first. What about the typical data challenges or data issues have you met during your digital transformation?
As I work in the fast fashion industry, we face with our end user, the customer in the retail fast fashion. So we collect a huge amount of personal data, membership, sales data, customer information. So we face two challenges actually. Number one is data security and data privacy. So we want to ensure that those personal informations are handled properly. If not handled properly, will lead to customers' information being leaked out, damage to the company reputation. Number two is as a retail industry, we collect also huge amount of data from our various sources. For example, as our ERP, our postal sales systems, and our online, our mobile apps. So from the upstream to the downstream, those data sometimes come in incomplete or duplication. So how can we use those information or use technologies to come up with a better or informed decision for business decision?
That's really our key and important data issues. Then Yiming, do you have any comments to this according to our product features or services?
Yes, many of our customers, they concern about the data privacy protections, their securities, and MaxCompute, together with the DataWorks, we have the end-to-end solution. So, for example, for the data privacy detection, so we have some detection rules. If the sensitive data, such as the personal data, the address data, phone data, saved into the database, so we can get some alert to tell the data owner, okay, this is sensitive data, you need to do the data masking, to other the data labeling. Okay. For the data security, so we have the end-to-end encryptions, both the storage side and also the communication side. And for the data, the quality, so we have the DataWorks governance center. So with this center, so we monitor the table data change, day by day, hour by hour. So if some data change beyond the threshold, you can get alert. Okay, and this for the data quality and security. And you mentioned about how to take the huge data to be more valuable to multiple scenarios, more multiple applications. So we know that trend. So we have the real-time data warehouse, real Hologres designed for the infrared analysis. So in the past, most of the data analysis is for the meta level, the reporting. But in the future, more and more real-time analysis for the maybe entry level. So they need the higher QPS, more flexible, and lower latency. So we designed this new real-time data warehouse. It's designed for real-time ingestions, real-time aggregations, and real-time analytics solutions.
Thanks, Yiming. Then Xiang, do you have anything to add from database perspective?
Yeah, sure. So on top of what Yiming just mentioned, I think it's two problems that Peng just brought up. One is the database, the data privacy, data safety, and data protection concerns from our customer, and also the data movement from different systems are two very typical problems that our customers are facing when they move their workload from IDC data center or on-premise to cloud. So Yiming just mentioned the perspective from the big data and the AI perspective. So from the database perspective, especially from the transaction database and the analytic database, we offer a broad range of products and product functionality to facilitate and to tackle these two problems. Let's take the data privacy, for example. Our product, like including PolarDB, analytic database, and RDS, we offer data encryption on the fly, and we also offer the encryption on the rest, and that help to safeguard the safety of our data. So for the second question, or second problem facing by our customers, that is the data movement from different systems, and in order to just load the data from all kinds of different upstream systems, including IoT devices, mobile, or including different systems such as Kafka, Flink, to your either transaction database or analytic database. We offer a dedicated tool, that is DTS, to directly tackle this challenge. So I think for the two typical questions faced by our customers, and Alibaba Cloud is offering different and designated products to deal with them.
Yeah, thanks, Xiang. Then the question is to Hengki. What about the data issues that you meet during your transformation journey?
Okay, thank you for having me here. What Huang mentioned before, the issue basically is on Kartu Prakerja we have the same issue, but because the Kartu Prakerja is a government program and we using like money in government, so this is a government program giving money to society. So the problem, the first part when doing transformation digital is to validation the data when we get the data from the users, right? So every people register on Kartu Prakerja, we need to do verification document like image processing. So we do some OCR or something like that, and also like we doing eKYC, like we need to do liveness processing too when people doing register on Kartu Prakerja. And that's the issue, but all those issues are already done because Alibaba already providing all those tools to processing image and also the liveness processing. And the second one, maybe problem about the transformation digital is because we are in government, we need to like fostering the data culture and the mindset about we need to protect the data, we need to make sure the security of this data. So the main issue currently we facing is how to manage, like we have so many people accessing the data, we need to manage the role, they need to only read, they cannot to jump or download something like that, because maybe lack of data is not about the system, sometimes it's about the culture, about the mindset, how we use and consuming this data when they export the data to their laptop or PC. We cannot make sure that the data will be not leaked, right? So that's why now we are in Kartu Prakerja, our data team is like doing, working hard to manage access role for every table, for every field. When people having access to need to get insight from all data we have. Maybe that's my issue right now. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the sharing. Then Xiang, do you have any comments to that issue and how can we help them to solve these problems?
Yeah, so I think it's a problem that brought up by Hengki are two typical problems on top of what just Heng just mentioned. So I believe this is not just the product features delivered by database from Alibaba Cloud. I think this is also the same principle or guideline for whenever we look at our product design for both big data, AI, and database. So I think to summarize what Hengki just mentioned, that is data governance and data privacy and the data transfer. So and also of course the data insights from the vast amount of data. in terms of the database product from Alibaba Cloud, and we offer different levels of data masking functionality at both the table level, database level, and field level. So that's number one. And in order to try to extract the insights from the vast amount of data, we offer analytic databases where very easily to help our customer to easily to build the BI reports, dashboards, and we not only just the product itself, we also offer the best practice to our customer to easily facilitate and help their business to achieve their goals.
Thanks for sharing. Then Boyuan, do you have anything to add from the big data or AI perspective?
Yes, sure. Actually, yeah, we already have some answers, and I will add something new. So the first thing is related to data governance. So we build DataWorks as our development and data governance platform. And I think the key thing is we need to have a centralized place to control the metadata. The metadata is not just related to the data itself. It also need to contain the information how we generate the data. We need to control both the process how we generate the data and also the metadata. In that case, when we have different kinds of governance rules, for example, the management team decide to execute some kinds of management rules to govern the data, we can have a platform to help the management team to execute the rules systematically. So this is the first thing I want to add. And the second thing is related to artificial intelligence. Actually, I think AI will change the world a lot in the security and privacy related area. So privacy, yeah, as you mentioned, lots of our customers use our eKYC solutions. And the image data of a person is a privacy data. So for now, large language model, AIGC, we already have lots of huge models. They will have more and more capabilities compared to previous typical AI models. And actually now we are working on some kinds of data insights with large language model and AIGC models together with knowledge graph. So in that case, that means you can build this kind of system, and you don't need your engineer to direct touch the data. You just need to define to fine-tune the model. And you don't need to really touch the data. Yeah, but for now, it's not available to use for now. It still needs some time. But I think definitely AI will change the world a lot. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, thanks for sharing great insights. So we talked about the typical data issues, including data security, privacy, how to govern the data, and how to make the data-related products more easy to use. Then my question will go back to our two guests. First to Hengki, and could you share some of your valuable insights and your successful stories that how you turn the data into gold to drive the business value?
Okay. We are in Kartu Prakerja, it's a government program from Indonesia, and we just starting in 2020, in almost 3 years, and we already and Kartu Prakerja is a skill development program. We try to upskilling and reskilling our citizens, and we are already serving like almost 70.4 million, almost 4 years. So we have so many data about their activity, what kind of the training they get, and then when they get the training, when they attend the class, and then how much the score from the before they take a course or training, after they complete the training, how much they score. So we did get insight and the result, how they are doing some learning process. So before the early days, in 2020, we starting this program. Yeah, because we starting our application is only for microservices. We using so many database, MySQL and Postgre, and we have a problem when we doing some how to get query and then get insight from the multiple activity from our users. And because we are new, we built our in-house ETL process, and we synchronize from the 10 database to single MySQL, and then we do some query, and sometimes we're missing data because it's not good to transform into single database. And then we asking the team in Alibaba Indonesia, and they propose us is using DTS and also analytic DB. So I want to say is when we migrating our data warehouse to analytic DB, it's really helpful. I'm as a director of operations, sometimes my boss or my policymaker asking about the data and the progress of this program. They ask me like is it this program really help our citizen to getting their skill is upgrade or not, or how many people already take a course and complete. Before that, before we migrate to the analytic DB, we need to do some query. Is maybe like 1 to 3 minutes. We get some one single query because we using just MySQL, and then we need to manage index of database. When we migrate to analytic DB, the before is 1 to 3 minutes. We can get the result is just 10 seconds, maybe the maximum is 30 seconds. So it's helped us to get inside, and we can make design dashboard like 30 or 40 question query, and then we just get inside. It's just less 1 minute. So it's helped me to proposing, and when my boss or policymaker have meeting asking some question, it's me to showing the result and impact. And I think I'm the successful and the happy customer using analytic DB, and really helpful since 2021 until now. We really happy customer using analytic DB and DTS as well, because we migrate from the to Postgre, Elasticsearch, Cassandra, and also 10 MySQL cluster. We synchronize to single analytic DB. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for sharing. Thanks for your have anything to add to this valuable database user?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very happy to hear the happy and successful story from Hengki. And in fact, I also want to just mention my colleague Liang, who just presented analytic database earlier. So to summarize what Hengki just mentioned, when he looks at the database solution or the analytic solution offered by Alibaba Cloud, there are a few key factors. One is the performance. And second, efficient. Third is the cost reduction. So that's the three keywords I was able to extract from the story that he just mentioned. And that three terms are what drives our innovation and what drives our product design in our daily works. So for analytic database, I think Neng already gave us a very detailed dive deep about all the advanced features we built. And the DTS is the tool that our customer have been leveraging to transform or flow their data between different systems. So so basically, I'm so happy to hear this success story, and I will bring this the story back to my colleagues, and that can motivate our daily work.
Thanks, John. The next question goes to Neng. Could you please share some of your success stories to us?
Okay, Hengki is a fast fashion, very good company. So every week, our brand release 5 to 10 new products, like a suit or bag to a different market. So one of the very important business unit is inventory management. Maybe, for example, a certain product, bag, a suit, is really sellable in this part of the world, or maybe Indonesia, but it's not so popular in different parts of the world. So the merchandise branding in the past, they were based on their own experience or to gauge this product or this model is doable in this country or that country. But because they use human, right? Human tend to be biased, tend to be a certain personal preference. So the forecast may go wrong, right? So our data team use this time and also MaxCompute to take the data from our posts, from our online sales, our mobile apps, right? And also take input from our fashion team to get the input of what are the color or what are the material is popular in certain market, right? Input the system, color, materials, designs. Right? So we do that forecast, right? To that or certain range of product maybe good in country A or certain good. So with this, we reduce the wastage, right? We improve the logistic, right? And also, because if you don't do this, we lead to overstock, wastage, and the cost will go up, warehouse cost, and all this problem. So we spent about 9 to 1 years to get all the team work together with the business unit, with the merchandise planning, with the inventory, to get everything together. And every week, the system will send out a BI report to the key users to let them know that certain product, popular product, okay, please, relocate those product to this country or relocate the product to that country, right? Of course, this will give us improvement of warehouse, optimize the logistics, and importantly, to increase the profitability of the company. This is a success story happened last year.
Yeah, really great story. Thanks for sharing. And I promise we have similar experience because Alibaba Group is the largest, maybe the largest e-commerce giants in the world. So, Boyuan, do you have anything to add to this great story?
Yeah, sure. It's really a great story. And actually, we start to I show the history of platform of AI, and Yiming also share the history of MaxCompute. Actually, we started to build this system more than 10 years ago. It's mainly for running to support the business of our own Taobao and Tmall. And for sure, here are some top priorities when we build this kind of system. We need to support 3 key partners. One is search, second one is recommendation, and third one is advertisement. So we need to get all the data together. And by that time, we move all the data from different kinds of databases or open source solutions into MaxCompute, so that we can have an integrated place to store all the data. In that case, our different business units they can analyze the data on the same standard. And in that case, when we build for example, inventory categorization model, all of our business unit, they can leverage the same algorithms, they can use the same taxonomy so that we can our business run more efficiently. And suddenly, here are something happened. AI came in and we start to do real-time recommendation. Yeah, we just probably maybe 1 second ago I buy something, and 1 second later the recommendation results will be changed. So in that case, especially for the online e-commerce business, we need to deal with 2 kinds of signals. The first signal is related to the business operators. They need to define the rules, what kind of rules we need to follow. And the second signal is also very strong signal is the signal from our AI system. We use algorithms to do the recommendation for each person. So we need to have one thing. We need to have an analytics platform for the business operators, so that they can easily analyze the data within seconds. They can gather results back. At the same time, our algorithms system need to query the same data, because we need to make the data. We need to leverage consistent data for both our analysts and the AI system. And the AI system will have millions of queries per second, especially for our Double 11 events. There are huge traffic came into the system, and under this situation, we build Hologres, which can help us to do analytics and online serving in one data, so that we can have a consistent behavior of for our business operator, human do the control, and at the same time, our algorithm also can follow the same rules and to provide personalized, no matter search, recommendation, or advertisement results to the customer, so that to make sure our business finally win.
Thanks, Peng, for sharing. Yeah, we believe that data plus AI will help us to transform the business and maybe to change the world. So today we discussed about the typical data issues, including data security, privacy, and data governance. We also introduced about maybe the state of art, our applications, our services. Wish we could discuss for around 3 hours, but we only have 30 minutes, so time is up. And hope, ladies and gentlemen, you enjoy from this panel discussion. Thanks for our honored guests. Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.